Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing is taking this Skin Toner and Cleanser by Claudia Stevens. I'm going to be pouring a little bit onto this little rag here and just kind of swiping this all over my face. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to be doing is grabbing my redness serum. It's also by Claudia Stevens. And I'm going to be applying this on any problem areas, any red spots on my face. So the next thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer. And I'm going to be just squirting a tiny bit into my hand and applying this all over my face. Okay, so now that that is done, it is time to apply primers. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my Claudia Stevens Color Correcting Perfection Primer. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to take like a pea-sized amount and I'm going to be applying it all over from here down. Okay, so now what I'm going to be doing is taking my BB cream, and I actually made this with my foundations and moisturizers, so this isn't a specific brand, but what I'm just going to be doing is opening this up and taking a pretty decent amount and just kind of dotting it all over my face. And now you want to blend it. Now, as you can see, I do have problem areas on my skin, and because of this, the BB cream isn't really going to be a heavy coverage serum. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my concealer, and that is going to be the product that kind of covers up those problem areas. So I'm just going to be taking my Maybelline New York Fit Me concealer in 20, which is Sand Sable, and I'm going to be applying that lightly to all of my problem areas. So the first thing that I'm going to be applying is my Sun Baked bronzer, and I'm just going to be applying that with a kabuki brush, kind of making it a generalized color. I'm just going to be dabbing it in, blowing it, and applying it from here up. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to be doing is taking my my Ulta Afterglow Cheek Color. I'm going to be dabbing my kabuki brush in, blowing it off, and just applying it over the bronze. But I'm going to be blending it up not quite as high and making sure that it's like really blended out here through my cheekbone. And next, using what's left on this brush, which is not a lot, which is good, I'm just going to be applying it down my nose, the bridge of my nose, into my Cupid's bow, and onto my chin. So now that that is done, I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. Clarifying Pressed Powder, and I'm just going to be applying a small, thin layer of that all over my face. Spoon of cough syrup now. Whoa. Okay, so the eyes are extremely simple. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is taking this Maybelline 24-Hour Color Tattoo in the color Bad to the Bronze, and I'm going to be applying this to the lid of my eye and blending it slightly up into the crease. So the next thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working a little bit backwards, and I'm going to grab my Ulta Extreme Wear Cream Eyeshadow and Eyeliner in the color Exclusive. And I'm going to apply this as a highlight. And the next thing that I'm going to be doing is grabbing my Forever 21 15 color eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to be using Actually 2 different palettes. This is the first one, and I'm just going to be grabbing this like dark brown color right here. And using this puffy brush, I'm just going to be grabbing a little bit of this color and applying it right here on the lash line. Using my finger, I'm going to blend these colors together. Now the next colors that I'm going to be using are out of this Baby Coastal Scents palette that I got from Ipsy. And I'm going to be using the color, I'm going to be using Ashen, which is this color right here. And I'm going to be grabbing the same puffy brush right here, adding a tiny bit of color because this is very pigmented, and adding it to the outer corner of my eye. The next thing that you're going to do is grab a liquid eyeliner. I like to use the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. The label has kind of worn off a little bit, but it has a really fine tip and it stays on really long. And this is actually just in the color black. Apply it from the middle of your lash line out. So from like here. Now next, for the lower lash line, I'm going to be taking this Jordana eyeliner, and I'm just going to be applying it all over the lower lash line. You're going to grab a clear mascara for your eyebrows, and you're going to slip it on just to hold your brows in place. We're not going to fill them just because the eye is already so intense. Now the last step of the eyes is you're going to grab any mascara that you please. I love this Maybelline Rocket Mascara just because it is very voluminous, and I love the brush. It reminds me of my favorite Smashbox mascara brush, and it does not clump hardly at all. Okay, so the last step of this video is just taking something for your lips. And my favorite product right now is this Baby Lips, the peppermint stick, and it is number 10. And the cool thing about this is that it's SPF 20, so especially during the summertime, this is awesome. And the fact that it doesn't have any color really helps to tone down the face, especially since the eyes are kind of intense. So I'm just going to apply this. Okay, so that is the entire video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any video requests for the future, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.